Hello, I'm Gareth, this is Sarah, and we're the Buggle. We've been going out for a while, clubbing and the rest of it, and impromptu nights out have proved to be quite difficult, and certainly when you're new to an area, it can be difficult to find the right venue that kind of suits you down to the ground. We've designed an iOS app. We're in the process of developing it at the moment. We're at a very, very early phase. We've developed the hardware, which we have actually running at the moment, but essentially our business plan is to service, first of all, the clubbers on the face of it, but bars and venues via an analytics platform. With the hardware, we've effectively created our own custom piece of tech that can fit into the back of the speaker system, and will stream up 30-second chunks of audio to the app, and then it should be playable. So if I can just show you a sort of brief idea of what it should look like, it's going to be something like this. So on the first page, you're going to have we've gone for a kind of Tinder style for clubs, which is a bit odd, I'm sure you can agree. But you can effectively swipe left, so you're on to the next one. Is it right? Yeah. And then it will play the next 30-second audio chunk. And say, for instance, this kind of takes your fancy. You can hit info, and it will give you information as to what the venue is, a little bit about the night, when it opens, closes. Then you've got the data around where it is, where the venue is, and then a sort of track listing, because we're using the Echo Nest API to kind of ID each and every track. We're at a very early phase, as we said. We're developing the API at the moment, and building the app out and the admin console. But if I hand over to Sarah now, she can explain a little bit more about what we're after and where we're at.
So we have 2 devices that are working that we've custom built, and it's streaming the music live from the DJ decks. At the moment, we're at a stage where we're trying to utilise those devices as much as possible to get some metrics, to get some feedback, to see how people are going to work with this and how people are going to are people going to use this. So that's where we're at now, and what we're kind of posing to you is that we're at a stage where we can either package this up, bring it to a brand, say here's X amount of devices, and sort of white label it and give it to a brand, or we could then turn around and think, if this has got legs, make it into a service that people could actually use. So instead of start looking at DJs, they can actually utilise this and choose their night by what music they hear.
I've got 2 questions. The first is, what problem are you trying to solve? And the second is, what kind of research have you done in the DJ community? What they have seen is interesting.
So the problem that we're trying to solve is that it sort of came from a very personal problem. Like, I like going out, I can't be bothered to look up DJs. Posters that show what's going on means that I have to look up who that DJ is or what aquatic house means. Like, it's for the general person that's like, I want to go out in Shoreditch, like, where the hell's on? And then you can tap in and listen straight into that. So it's very much about the person who's on a whim, doesn't know where to go, wants to go out. And it's about like getting that immediate gratification of where I can go like really quickly. And I think at the moment there isn't anything that really solves it, that stops you from like getting into your phone and reading about like who this DJ is, what type of weird genre they're playing. And what was your second question?
What kind of research have you done with the DJ community?
Yep, we've spoke to DJs, we've spoke to bars. We actually launched a very earlier version of this app in about we were speaking to 10 bars in Shoreditch, and they were really, this is a promotional tool for bars and club nights And so they're really interested in sort of finding another way to engage with the community, with their clubbers and their audience. So we've got a lot of positive feedback from clubbers, but promoters and bars. But what we're actually doing with these devices that we've now got is launch a very use one of the devices to sort of become a promotional tool for a promoter's night and get a feedback from clubbers and see if they're actually going to use it as a service on a very small, 1 bar scale. So see if they promote out this will be a web app, so if they promote out the web page, whether people will listen to it and get some basic feedback from what people are doing there.
I think that's all we have the time for, so please give a big round of applause to Sarah and Gareth from Buggle.